What is up, everybody? Super Receiver today, and we're gonna talk about the Sony fanboy journalist who can't help but let that Sony fanboy flag fly high. What type of take is this? This guy really said, "If y'all think Xbox is doing better than PS5 this generation, you aren't paying attention. PS5 still sells out instantly, while Series S and X do not. Also, check the disparity of resale price on StockX is not even close." So it's fascinating that this guy's a journalist at a big website like Bloomberg, and he's a huge Sony fanboy apparently. And I don't think most people really care that Xbox isn't doing better than PS5. I think people just want to stop the notion that nobody wants an Xbox. Like these clowns say every day that nobody wants an Xbox. Game Pass is just bad. Xbox is bad for the industry. And it just shows that people want Xbox, that we're even having this conversation, if it's that the Xbox can do better than PS5 or outselling PS5. Proves that people want these systems, because people are saying the Series S is holding back gaming, why is it even made? When obviously people are buying it. So let's see what people have to say about this guy's comments, because he made a lot of comments as well. But he says, going by this logic, Nintendo are the kings of gaming because the Switch is going to sell 140 million plus in its lifetime, and the PS5 won't even come close. Sales don't dictate who is doing better. It's not a dated way of thinking. By the end of the gen, Xbox will make more revenue than PlayStation. Yeah, because you got to think about Game Pass too. It's like, it's not about just selling consoles anymore. It's like these subscription services with Game Pass. You can use Game Pass your old last generation Xbox One, your current stuff, Xbox Series consoles, your PC, your TV, your phone. There's so many ways you can use Game Pass now. So it's just so archaic just think about console sales and say if we win the generation because we sell more consoles. That's such an obsolete way of thinking at this point in this day and age. It's so stupid, but more console sales means you win, and then wrong. It just means you win, right? Thankfully for PlayStation, Xbox console sales aren't the only measure of success. This is why both are pushing for great services. Yeah, that's why Sony is doing the whole Project Spartacus service now. Their subscription service now, because they see the money. People want to say subscription service aren't making money, but they see it's making money. That's obviously why they're doing one now too, to compete with Game Pass. But this guy says, so much for objective journalism, LOL. Doesn't consider Xbox games in the PC subscription, mobile, and streaming spaces. This guy says, Xbox is a subpar gaming console. Oh, really? It's pretty much the same as the PS5, but it's subpar. Okay. So it can't sell without discounts and bundled gifts? What is he talking about? Game Pass is a subpar way to play games, so people only use it next to a $1 free trial. Gold conversion and regional pricing makes sense to me. What a load of BS this comment is. So only people who are using Game Pass is from the $1 free trial. All the millions of people use it just from that $1 free trial. Makes a lot of sense. Not. I don't know why people care what others are doing or buying. It's you, the one playing, enjoying the console. PS5 sales have nothing to do with how much I do or don't play it. Series S still is outselling PS5 and ponies when it says because of the chip shortage. Series X has a shortage as well. Microsoft just had a better plan on the Series S. It's on Sony for not having enough PS5s in the wild. Where are the digital PS5s? Yeah, that's a Sony issue. They don't have enough stock. Yeah, I like, how is it a Microsoft problem that Sony don't have enough stock to give their customers? It's like, why does he sound like an Xbox stole his lunch money? Yeah, he is definitely offended by the thought that Xbox can have more sales than PlayStation. It really bothers this guy who's supposed to be a journalist from this high-profile website. He's greatly bothered by this, though. Xbox is doing better than PS5. Not only Xbox Series is selling more than PS5, but 2021 Xbox plus Bethesda revenue. Okay, I don't care about the money. That money statistic, I don't really care. You tell them, sir. And he says the 40-year-old virgin. Okay. Quick question. Why does Bloomberg hate Xbox so much? It's very odd. Like, they really don't like Xbox for some weird reason. If not you, then it's Jason Schreier. Just out of curiosity. Sony pay them? I don't know. They got a weird hatred for Xbox. Just very weird, to be honest. Why buy the PS5 when Jim told us we're still playing cross-gen games? Literally almost all the PS5 games are cross-gen to PS4. Plus, they're shipping PS4s in a new generation. Trust Jim and Sony for your next generation needs. Okay. It's not about who's doing better. It's about how well each console is doing for its consumers. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. As long as the consumers being satisfied with what they're getting, that's all that matters. I don't really care about how much Microsoft are selling consoles at the end of the day. It's funny to make Sony fanboys mad, but I truly don't care. I'm not getting paid a cent. If Microsoft sells 1 billion consoles, I'm not getting paid anything, so I don't care. Which both consoles are doing well. If you believe one console is winning or not doing well, then you are a console warrior. Yes, definitely. The demand for Xbox doesn't even come near the PlayStation. Really? That is such a false statement. The Xbox Series X is hard to find just as the PS5, so stop the nonsense. Sure, you can say the Series S is readily available, you can probably find those in your stores, but the Series X sales are just as fast as the PlayStations do. Don't think Microsoft cares about the X. They want to focus on Game Pass first. The Series S will lock them on Game Pass or store prices. Okay. That's funny because my Series S content is much higher than my PS5 content. Series X though sells out instantly. Different business models. Xbox is much more centered around Game Pass and PC. Sony is heading there too, which is a good thing. Interesting generation for sure. This is you writing this as a crying baby with snot coming out of his nose. Ugh. Okay. As I've been saying, once Sony figure out manufacturing issues, it will be all over. The new PlayStation versus Xbox console war starts this week. Sony will dominate Microsoft for years to come. It's going to be close. Here's my latest column. Yeah, they didn't age too well because they're kind of close in sales. Some months, even Xbox outsells the PlayStation, so they didn't age too well. If you're so confident this post isn't needed, it sounds more like you're inhaling copium to deal with it. PS5 will likely outsell the Xbox, and Phil fully expects that's reality, but it's going to be a very close race. Meanwhile, in Mexico every single day, hey, they got PS5s in stock. Okay. Nobody can take you seriously anymore after this, so apparently made a tweet about next-gen graphics look like this. Compared with the cross-gen games, it's a big difference. Okay. And you care why. Yeah, why does this journalist care so much about this nonsense? You can't help but let that Sony fanboy flag fly high once again. You can't help it. Are you afraid that Xbox is going to pass PlayStation this gen? Is that why you're resorting to putting Xbox down any chance you get? It's a weird take from a professional that's supposed to be equal-minded in your profession. Yeah, this is a professional journalist. This isn't like just a random YouTuber who's biased. I could be biased because I'm a YouTuber. Who cares? But this is a professional journalist who probably gets on TV shows and gets interviewed with like game developers, stuff like that. He's supposed to be professional, but he's acting like a just a regular biased fanboy or a YouTuber. Like, this is just ridiculous. As a console, I'm sure that as a company, I love them both. Okay. This is some cringy console war nonsense I've seen from an actual industry writer with a blue check mark. I've been a gamer forever and love each console for every gen. My first interaction with you tells me I can never take your opinion seriously as a writer. Good job. Yeah. It's like I wouldn't take this guy seriously. He's a hardcore Sony fanboy who's a journalist. I wouldn't take his opinion seriously either, to be honest. How are a hack living in a fairy tale land once these people get into the Xbox ecosystem? They're never going back except to play exclusives. If you claim to hate Xbox but talk about it every chance you get, then you don't actually hate it, you're obsessed with it. Gotta agree. Take your L. Yeah, so they're just roasting this guy. This industry guy who's just doing his console war nonsense, which is just fascinating. The game journalists they totally revealed themselves. They're so biased against Xbox. So biased for Sony. Oh geez, what kind of adolescent D-measuring contest is this? I'm a freaking Sony fanboy, even I see these console war posts as cringe. Let's see. And to no surprise, this homeboy also posts on Reset Era. I've never been to Reset Era, but they say like that's like the most cringiest place, the cringiest website for like Sony fanboys, something like that. So I don't know. I've never been to that website, but I heard nothing but terrible things about it. So he's all the circus alone. He writes for Bloomberg, of course. He's definitely getting paid to ride Sony this hard. I refuse to believe otherwise. Phil Genius Boss Spencer, attention clown. Phil already told you Sony/Nintendo isn't a competition, and clearly he doesn't care about sales. Let them dream. Yeah. So I'm gonna conclude right here. It's like, this guy's a clown at the end of the day. He's that mad that the potential that Xbox could possibly outsell the PlayStation. Why does he care so much as a journalist? Why does this affect him in any day, shape, or form? But you know why it affects him? Because he's a Sony fanboy. He can't hide it anymore. He's a Sony fanboy. He can't hide it. But just pathetic. You expect professional to be professional, but they can't even be professional. They have to be Sony fanboys. Just ridiculous and biased towards Sony. So definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this guy right here in this post. Leave a like for this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.